Hey guys, BabyBear20 back again. I know you guys watch a lot of my videos, but you've never actually seen a tour of my Wii menu and all the games that I have downloaded from the Virtual Console. Nor have you ever seen my Wii console's friend code. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and make this video to let you guys see my Wii menu, my Virtual Console games, and I'm going to go ahead and give out my Wii console's number. Feel free to go ahead and add me. I'll add you whenever I get the chance, and when my roster fills up, I'm going to have to stop adding people, but your roster holds like 100 people, so it's going to take a while for my roster to fill up. So go ahead, feel free to post yours, and I'll give you mine, and let's get started, guys. Okay, the first page here, we have the photo channel. That's just, you know, a picture of me. It's a really, really old picture. I have to delete that and put another one. The first game we got, Mario Brothers for the, it's an old school, you know, that's the old Mario Brothers, kind of like the arcade style. Then we got, let's see here, Super Mario Brothers for the NES, you know, one of my favorites. Super Mario Brothers 2, Japanese version. It's an import, also known as the Lost Levels. Then we got Super Mario Brothers 2, the American version, also known as the Doki Doki Panic Remake. Then we got Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES, Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, Super Mario RPG, The Legend of Seven Stars for the Super Nintendo, Super Mario 64 for the N64, Mario Kart 64 for the N64. Then we got the Mario Kart channel, and I only use this channel because, see, like, it lets me know when there's a tournament and stuff like that. Then I got the internet channel, Wii Speak channel, the Wii Shop channel, where I take a trip to every Monday, and it makes me want to throw up because of all the garbage, trash games that they release. Then we got the Me channel, of course, Forecast channel, News channel, and I got the Wii Fit channel that I got on here that my wife really enjoys it and stuff like that, so I figured I'd go ahead and put that on there. Okay, that's pretty much it for, you know, what I have on my system memory. But if you go to the SD card slot here, you guys all know Nintendo gave us an update where we can store our games on an SD card and actually play them from our SD card, which was pure genius because I have so many games that my memory was full. But now I can actually have them all on my system and not have to worry about it. So let's go open up my SD card menu and show you what I got on there. And I got everything on my SD card, so I'm going to start off where I left off. Okay, next game on the list I got Paper Mario for the N64. Dr. Mario Online RX. That's one of the better WiiWare games. It has online play. I mean, if you're a Dr. Mario fan, you'll have a lot of fun with it. Check Me Out channel. It's free. I mean, Kid Icarus for the NES. That's actually really hard, but it's all in all, it's a fun, great game. Punch Out for the NES. We all know how great that game is. Ninja Turtles for the NES. Still waiting on the arcade version, but they haven't released it yet. Tecmo Bowl for the NES. That's one of my favorite football games you know, my retro football games. Donkey Kong for the NES. Kirby's Adventure for the NES. Excite Bike for the NES. This is like my third game ever playing on the NES when I was younger, which is why I had to rush out and download it as soon as I saw it because I have so many hours and I have so much fun with this game. Galaga for the NES. Solomon's Key for the NES. Pac-Man for the NES. Yoshi for the NES. And that's kind of a puzzle game, kind of like Tetris if you guys don't know. Zelda, The Legend of Zelda for the NES. Sim City for the Super Nintendo. One of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games as far as like Sim City, like the whole Sim stuff goes. Sim City is like a fantastic game. I might do a later review on it just because that has this, you know, very A lot of memories in that game, guys, when I was younger. Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Streets of Rage for the Sega Genesis. Great classic game. Earthworm Jim for the Sega Genesis. Now that game, oh my god, I had so much fun with that game growing up. Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. All classics. I don't have Sonic 3 yet, but I'll get that, you know, in due time. Then for the Neo Geo, we got Baseball Stars 2. Actually, not bad game. Neo Geo, we got Blues Journey. I bought this because it's a colorful platformer, and you know how I am when it comes to platformers. And it has co-op mode, so I can play this with my daughter, which is kind of cool. Star Fox 64, great classic game. You guys all know that. When we first saw the voice acting on the N64, we were blown away. And to this day, you can go play this game and have so much fun with it. Yoshi's Story for the N64, great game, real colorful platformer. It's like 2.5D. It's 3D, but it's a side scroller, so it's like 2.5D or whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty beautiful game. It's kind of cutesy and kitty, but all in all, pretty fun game. Cruisin' USA for the N64. It's an old school, it's like a arcade racing game. To be honest, it hasn't aged too well, though. It doesn't look as great as I remembered. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. A great game, not one of my favorite Zelda games, but, you know, nonetheless, still pretty good. Then for the WiiWare games that are garbage, we got Strong Bad, Episode 1, then Episode 2. And I know you're like, dude, why'd you download the second one if you didn't like the first one? Well, because I thought I'll give it a second chance, and I was wrong. They both suck. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some humor in it, but it's a point-and-click game, and I need more interaction than just pointing and clicking. Midnight Bowling, you know, Wii Sport Bowling was fun, so I figured they couldn't screw it up too bad, but, oh, they sure did. The controls feel broken, and it's just a horrible game. Do not recommend it. Pool Revolution Q Sports. It's a good game for multiplayer action. It's only 500 points, so I guess I can recommend that one. The Lost Winds. Lost Winds is actually a great game. It's really short, but the graphics, the gameplay, and the whole concept of the game is really fun. Helix is a WiiWare title that my wife wanted because it's like a dancing, a robot. You can get like aerobic. You kind of get like an exercise type of program out of this. I don't know. I haven't played it. She's only played it a couple times, so I guess it's not worth the download at all. TV Show King. Bought this so my family could all play together and have a good fun time. And all in all, you can get some fun laughs, but after you play the game a lot, it starts repeating the same questions. You know the whole story there. Tetris Party. It's actually one of the better WiiWare titles. If you are a big Tetris fan, it's a must download. Then we got the Everybody Votes channel. Then we have the Nintendo channel. Texas Hold'em Tournament I downloaded because I'm a big Texas Hold'em fan. But this game is garbage. I know it's only like 500 points. But, I mean, the blinds go up too fast. You kind of get blinded away. You're forced to play hands you don't want to play because how fast the blinds go up. The computer acts too slowly, which makes the time go by. You know, you don't get enough hands within the time limit. And the game's just, all in all, not a great game. I mean, I wish they would have had the number of hands you could have played instead of a time limit for the blinds to go up. But all in all, the game's not good at all. I've only bought it for the online play, and the online play is pretty bad too, so I do not recommend this game at all. Then we got Bubble Bobble Plus. It's a title, it's like a remake of the original with better graphics and, you know, better gameplay, and it actually has, you know, you can actually buy like more maps or more stages or whatever you want to call it. It has that pay and play feature, which I do not use. I only bought this game so my daughter could play with me, and we actually have a lot of fun with this game, so I guess I can recommend that. Okay, guys, let's hurry up and go. I'm running out of time to my Wii friend code here. And there it is, my address book. My console Wii number is 6620-7193-8015-5921. That friend code again, 6620-7193-8015-5921. And there it is, guys. I'll go ahead and put it in the description box so you guys can all see it there too. And that's pretty much it, guys. It's been Van Buren 20. Thanks again for watching this video, and there'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks again.